It's the Music Daily Show with your host, Thirst.
Episode 271.
Those challenges that you meet and those doors that get closed, accept them doors closed, accept the no's, because you need that to propel you to that next level.
The Music Daily Show. It's the Music Daily Show with your host, Thirst. We create this podcast to inform, enlighten, and encourage up-and-coming artists, producers, entertainers, singers, musicians, anybody that has a desire to be great. Every day you'll hear content that will inform and enlighten you.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Money Ray. I'm checking out the Music Daily Show with my man, Thirst. You know, he keep it fresh and authentic. Anything else would be uncivilized.
The Music Daily Show. What's up, everybody? Today's guest, we got a super talented entrepreneur, man. He has a dope spot he's running. It's called XL Motorsports, man. Entrepreneur has been doing this thing. I got wind of some of this stuff from a mutual friend, man. I'm super excited to get him on the show, digging into what he been up to. You know what I mean? We had a good conversation in the pre-interview. And I mean, like he said, it's all live, so we definitely gonna chop it up with him and see how we could, you know what I mean, find out more about my man Colin. Let's give it up, Colin, aka XL. Colin, how you doing, man?
What's up? What's going on, people?
Yeah, I appreciate you taking out the time to chop it up with the Music Daily Show, man.
It's a pleasure and an honor, you know, repping New York right here and you know, chatting with you down in ATL.
No doubt, man. Like I said, being you straight out of Brooklyn and all that, man. Like, so when did you start initially start having a love for cars or like that?
Well, it started originally when in Brooklyn. Grew up in Brownsville, you know, and Mom Dukes. Everything started with Mom Dukes, and Mom Dukes, you know, had her little car and always was breaking down and stuff like that, and she was getting robbed and everything from the mechanic.
Right.
And then when money was tight, you know, I started fiddling with little things, electronics here and there. But I just like, I gotta like look out for Mom. So I started tampering and looking over the shoulders of other guys fixing cars, and then I just got the knack for it. And then used to fix her car on the DL, and she's like, "Yo, the car working fine," you know. And I'm like, "Yo, Mom, fix it." She's like, "What you talking about? You know." And then, you know, as a teenager, I just started working on it, and then came out of high school, and I really wasn't that much of an academic kind of kid. I just like working with my hands, and went straight into trade school just to learn more of it. But I already had that street knowledge for how to fix cars.
Right, yeah, that's crazy, man, that you said that you really jumped on it like that. Because, you know, a lot of cats nowadays, they get on YouTube and they learn things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they really respect, like, something before the internet came like it is now. Like, we really had to do the work to actually, you know, figure things out like that.
Yeah, we ain't had no Google, we ain't had no internet and nothing like that. It was hands-on, you know, only.
Right, exactly, man. You know what I mean? So that being said, man, so what's your whole, you know what I mean, thing like when somebody comes to you, you basically just go for exactly, almost like, you know how that show Pimp My Ride was? Like, you basically give them what they want, or you kind of, you know, guide them a little bit?
Like that, but it's a little refined now. You know, it's a one-stop shop, you know, in Lynbrook, New York. And, you know, customers from a mom and pops to, you know, young person, you know, to a real car enthusiast coming through the door. We do it all. If you just needed the brakes done on your car, your oil change, your state inspection, you know, you want your radio replaced or speakers, you know, repaired, or you got some new rims you want, you know, mounted on your whip. You know, you want to change the color of the interior, change the color of the rims. You need a wheel alignment, tires, whatever it may be. You know, we got it. We got it here.
That's dope. I like that, man. I know we was talking about in the pre-interview the whole Lincoln thing, man. Tell us about where that whole thing stemmed from for you just being crazy about Lincolns like that.
Yeah, when I was got to in my 20s, I had, you know, opportunity to save up some chips, and then I was like, I need my car, but I like, you know, I need my flow. My kind of flow is luxury. You know, I ain't into that, you know, going fast kind of joint. So
right. At
that point, I was like, what kind of car just that I like? And people say your car represents you. So I'm growing up, I was gonna mess with, with the Monte Carlo. I was gonna mess with, with a caddy, but a caddy was, was just, pimp style. Ain't no speed to that, but I wanted it clean.
Right.
So I seen that Lincoln, and that Lincoln was talking to me. It was a two-door joint, Lincoln Mark 7. It's two-door joint.
Ooh, that's mean right there. That's mean.
Under the hood. The sunroof, it was butter on inside. It was nice and cream color.
Yeah.
And put my money down and I rocked that, and it got the air ride on it, got the electronic seats and windows and
right.
all of that.
Right. Like I told you earlier, man, that was my first whip. I had I think it was a '95 Lincoln Continental, man. You couldn't tell me nothing back there, yeah. I was killing it,
So I mastered. I worked on that car, and I'm on to my seventh one, and each car that I got, it being a Mark 7 from 1988 to a 90s, that series, and did them up, laced it up, and when people seen it, they're like, "Yo, you want to sell that?" And I usually sell it, but I got one baby. She ain't going nowhere. I call it the hustle.
What year is that one?
And that one's an 86.
Oh, okay.
It's custom under the hood, custom trunk, custom interior, custom paint, wheels. It's done up, and she only come out in the summertime.
I dig it, man. I dig it. Yeah, that's dope, man. I like that. You know what I mean? What point did you know, like, you know what I'm saying, that you could take this serious? You know what I mean? When it becomes makes sense to you to be like, yo, I'm about to really dive in with this, like, as a business type of thing.
Well, I worked in the car business for a while. I started off as a mechanic, went into being an assistant service manager, parts department, service rider. I did a lot of different aspects in the car business, and I got some years under my belt, and I was like, yo, my things. I just don't like how people get treated. So I said, you know what? Let me try to do my own thing so I could treat people with integrity, with respect, and don't feel like they getting robbed, So I opened my own spot, my brick and mortar built in 2015.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in 2005. And I ran with it from there. I had different locations and stuff like that. And, people really trust and respect you when they know that what you say is what you say. You don't sell more than the car needs, and you don't take away what the car don't. You know what I mean?
Right. I know a lot of people be trying to take that leap to be entrepreneurs, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell us, like, maybe some advice for somebody that's maybe like, wanting to take that leap, man, but like, something might be holding them back. Like, what advice would you give that person?
Well, the first thing is you gotta dab in, and you gotta deal with what you like. If you don't like it, then your heart and your passion not in it. It's gonna be a pain and a struggle to go every morning to go do it. But when it's your passion, that's waking you up in the morning. Sometimes I feel, and I think it's different for everybody, but sometimes you got to be a leap taker. You got to be a risk taker. And you got to, look at a situation, look at a problem, look at your passion, like, yo, I got to take this. And one thing I know, and I tell people and tell a lot of young people, every person is born with a talent. Every person is born with a gift. God gave you that talent, gave you that gift, and if you don't utilize it, you don't do something with it, then you lost it. It's just taken away from you.
Right. I respect that. That's the realest right there. Yeah, that's the realest, man. I definitely dig it. You can tell us a story. What's maybe like one of the lower points that you've dealt with in your journey so far? Maybe like a lesson you learned from that low point.
Ooh, there's a lot that you're gonna come across as being a business person. People feel like if I go into business myself, I work less, I got less hours, and I could do whatever I want. But this is your baby. This business is your baby. So you gonna put in them hours. You gonna put in that work. You gonna put in that labor for it to get from point A to point B. But I've experienced sometimes not having the clientele come through the door and the bills are still due, and you don't know what you're gonna do. And by God's grace, something open up bad. You're able to take care of them bills. Or, you know, you get a conflict with your circle. Sometimes your circle, you know, be your peoples, be your family, be, you know, your girl, wifey, whatever. You know, they may not believe in your goals and your dreams, and you know that could put a damper on how you progress. You know, am I doing what I'm doing worth it? If, you know,
right.
Sometimes you gotta watch who's in your circle, who's really in your corner. Like when you find yourself as like a boxer, you find yourself as a down point. You know, is your coach or your corner man, you know, boosting you and able to push you to that limit, you know, that you feel like, yo, I'm done.
Right.
You know, so your circle is very, very important when you're in business for yourself.
That's a good way to look at it, man, when you do the whole boxing analogy, because, like, you don't see a corner man, you know, shitting on the damn fighter. Like, you know, they really be encouraging him.
Facts.
Exactly, man. And I think what you're saying, too, is important, too, especially for me, wanting to be an entrepreneur. It's like, you know, I think about my kids, man, like, I heard Dame Dash say, like, you can't, you know, you got to leave them something, man. You know, you don't want them to work for somebody else, man. You know what I mean? I think that's the best gift you could give somebody like that.
Well, I think the nice things here is make money, be successful. But I think one of the best things about is, you know, when you got an opportunity and a platform like this is to touch lives, be a legend. You know, leave. Yeah, something for your kids if you don't got kids, but leave a memory. Be a legend. You know, if you're not here anymore, but this way you yourself can look back, or people can look back and say, "Yo, this guy did this, or this girl did this." You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes, it's not all about, they made X amount of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, but you know, it's the memories you left, the lives you touched, the communities you touched, no matter whatever business you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what the long impression it is. That long-term impression.
I definitely dig it, man. What would you say is like the highest point you've experienced so far in your journey? Maybe like a lesson you learned from that high point.
The highest. Well, that also is a daily thing. That's always changing. When you think you reached it, you know, you experience something else. But it's when you put together a car, you did something custom, you know, on a vehicle, and you made that car from when it was nothing into a nice masterpiece. You know, you was creative between the audio stereo system or the interior or the wheels or something. You know, you put your flavor on that. You know what I'm saying? As we would call, you put your stink on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that car, the customer is like ooh and on about it, and they you know, happy about getting a vehicle, and as well as that vehicle going to some event, you know, maybe a major car show or international, you know, venue where, you know, thousands of people is watching it. And now with what we got with the social media, when you see that vehicle on the internet, you see our websites, you know, you see like, okay, I drew this picture or I planted this seed. Now the plant grew and it's all over and everybody's watching it. So it's just not a beauty queen sitting inside of the garage. Everybody's watching it, you know, and it make you feel good, like, yo, I did something. I made somebody happy, or I'm making people happy, you know.
I definitely dig it, man. I'm gonna have to get the keys to that Lincoln you got in the garage, B. I know that joint is mean right there, man. I know that's mean. Right up,
People
man.
just gotta log on and Google XL Motorsports and, you know, Hustler, and they see what that shit looking like.
All right, that's dope. That's what I was about to ask you. So, how can people check out some of your work and stuff like that?
Well, we all over social media. You know, you could Google us XL Motorsports, and that's with an X. Instagram is at XL Motor. Twitter is at Extreme Lincoln, and again, that's with an X, TREME, Lincoln. Our website is www.extremelincoln.com. But we don't only just do Lincolns, we do, you know, pretty much everything. It's just, that was my passion, that's my own vehicle, and I don't want to detour people feeling that that's all we mess with. We mess with anything with 4 wheels, even 2 wheels right now.
All right, I dig it. That's dope, man. I appreciate you taking out the time to chop it up with us before I let you go. Just one last question, man. Let's say it's somebody that's, at a low point, they feel like calling it quits, giving up on something they were once passionate about. Like, what advice would XL give them?
Well, there's a couple points a lot of people be at. People just want sometimes to give up on life, or sometimes they just want to give up on a dream. What I would always tell people, like my uncle, God rest his soul, he used to tell me, said, you unique. You born. They broke the mold when they made you. You totally different. He's like, be the best Colin you could ever be. There ain't gonna be no more Collins. Be the best Colin they ever would be. Make that impression. Also, know your value. You have to know your value. And that's what I say. We weren't born with a gift and with a talent. Once you know your value, you're going to respect that value, and you're going to sell that value, which is you selling yourself and your services, your talent, your music, whatever. You're going to like, look, this ain't coming cheap. And what I also tell people, those challenges that you meet and those doors that get closed, accept them doors closed, accept the no's, because you need that to propel you to that next level. It is like being in the ring. You practicing. The boxer is practicing. You sparring with another person, so that other person is gonna be hitting you in the body, in the head, in the chest, whatever. And yeah, it's gonna hurt, but that's not the major event just yet. So you need that practice of getting hit, getting knocked down, getting right back up again. So when that big opportunity comes, you already got hit, you already got slapped, you already heard the word no, you already got that door closed. Now when you're at the big time, that big major opportunity, you're like, yo, I did it right. So what you telling me right now don't even hurt. And you won't go with the full gusto.
That's dope, man. I like that, man. I see you're a big fight fan, man. You got the fight analogies.
Yeah, life is a fight right now, B. Life is a fight.
I dig it.
Win, and that's why I mess with it. If I was born a winner, how could I lose? You know what I mean?
I like that, yo. That's definitely the realest. You know what I'm saying? Definitely good stuff, man. Yo, Colin, I appreciate you taking out the time to chop it up the Music Daily Show, man.
That's no problem. All love from New York City, from XL Motorsports, my team, Cam Baton, my team Elite, Team XL, all my models and all that. Yo, mad love. Look to link up again with you. Appreciate the opportunity. Yo, do your thing, man. We all gonna be great.
No doubt. Colin, XL Motorsports.
Ambition never rests.